It's the Encounter Podcast episode 2. Do you have episodes in podcasts, or is it just a collection of trains of thought happening at the same time? Yes.
Welcome to the second Encounter Podcast. Thanks to my friend Tom over there
We're not friends.
for his terrible intro music.
Yay!
Yay! I'm Ben,
I'm Tom.
and with us today is not Marcos, but instead a much better replacement, Jess.
Yay!
Welcome to your first Encounter Podcast.
Thank you so much.
Do you guys want something to eat?
Tom's
I
Top
love
Snacks!
it.
Top snacks. I'm going to go Tom's Tasty Snacks, but you're right,
Tom's
it's Top
Top
Snacks in it.
Snacks.
We've not got the format down.
It's Top Snacks, isn't
Right.
it?
One of them, I brought two things because it's the end of
Ooh.
my sanity. Yes.
A bag of...
A bag of Kevsar's Mevlana Sakari from Turkey.
Or
You've
is
just
it a
offended every
turkey?
Turkish
Discovered a
person.
potential. Turkey discovered a potential.
Huh.
That is, as far as country taglines go,
That's quite
first of all, the only one I know. But
Yeah.
second of all, strong.
Well, no, because ours is 3 lines on his shirt.
3 lines.
If that's
on
not Get
his
Brexit
shirt.
done.
Oh.
Hi, Boris, if you're watching.
Hi.
So, oh my word.
What does it smell like?
Whoa!
I don't know what I anticipated it was going to smell like, but it's strong.
What the flip
I
is
was
that?
expecting...
Oh my word.
I was expecting coconut. That is
Right,
not
so
coconut.
cards
What is
on
it?
cards on the
It's
table.
soap.
Yeah.
Right, cards on the table. This was supposed to be nice. I was trying to do a nice thing. When we conceived Tom's Top Snack, I conceived this, my idea. When I had the lightning bolt moment of like, no, it's light bulb, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why would I have a lightning bolt moment?
Don't know.
When I had the light bulb moment of Tom's Top Snacks, I was obviously going to do horrific things. But it's the second episode, and both times I've done something. Well, the first episode turned out to be really nice.
Yeah.
But that was deliberate, so I was like, let's start off nice and then get progressively worse.
Yeah, okay.
These looked nice, and they were from the sweet section of a shop that I went to.
Yeah.
Is it that they smell too sweet? Is
Can I
that what's
get
going
that?
on?
I don't know.
That's sent again.
I mean, they smell like dishwasher tablets.
Yeah, they smell like soap.
Like,
I'm
It
not-
is quite sweet.
they look potentially suspect like a dishwasher tablet, and they also smell like a dishwasher tablet.
So I don't know if you can.
Soap?
So for the listeners, I don't know if you can see that. Viewers, for the viewers,
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if you
For
can
the
see that.
viewers,
It's probably
yeah.
not in focus, but they've put the barcode right over where all the ingredients are. But
Okay.
the bits I can make out that are in English are top quality products have been selected and packaged by automatic machines, untouched by human hands, and in healthy
Good to
manner. Oh no.
Interesting.
No part of this says it's edible, does it? No, they've put the nutrition. You don't get them
Right.
on dishwasher tablets, do you?
You're tasting them first.
Yeah. Well, no,
Please
not,
don't react
not like
in
all-
any way because it will
not
scare
like
I mean,
all-
in this heat as well, this is going to be worse if it's bad.
Are we not
Right.
all at the same
Yeah.
time?
I'm really... Wait, you can't... They don't look biteable, do they? Are they hard?
They're quite hard, actually. Yeah, I thought they were going to be soft marshmallowy, but I will say, individually, they don't smell as bad, like humans
Right.
and
As a
cats.
cluster that...
Do you go around sniffing humans individually to work out if they
It's-
smell worse or
It's
better?
so hot, it's melting in my...
When have you
my
ever been
fingers.
next to just a single person and they smell, apart from right now?
So I would describe the texture of this as kind of like a soft mint, but
Not soft.
yeah, it kind of feels
Mini
quite.
period.
It crumbles real easy.
You still have to eat both bits. Where did the second bit? Do you
I'm not eating the floor
do you want,
food.
Do you want a new one?
No, I think I'll just have half.
That's cheating.
Coward.
Right, so it
To be
is
honest, I think-
powdery, and
I'm really
All
holding
over
mine
my
really lightly
hands.
now. Right, ready?
3, 2, 1, edit bull.
Does it taste of anything?
It tastes how it smells.
Yeah.
I didn't get a big bite.
It's just chalk.
Chalky,
I might just be chalk, actually.
slimy.
Slimy.
Yeah, once you've like...
Turns into a paste in your mouth, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Oh.
like wallpaper paste in your mouth.
Can't say I've tried it.
Is there like... No, there's not anything inside.
Are you kidding me? So you took a single bite of yours, you had half of yours because you decided to squeeze, and I just threw mine in.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of all my crumbs now.
Do you want another one?
No.
No.
I don't even want to
Oh, it gets sweeter actually. The aftertaste is sweet. It was...
Well, it is a bit. No.
Well, I would describe it as disappointing.
I wouldn't go that far because I wasn't anticipating anything.
Right.
If it was disappointing, I think it would taste bad. I don't think it tasted bad. I just don't think
No.
it tasted good.
No.
Right. On a scale of 1 to... Yeah.
That
was terrible. What was that?
Wait, so 1's the highest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my brain. Okay. Where do numbers end and words start?
I'd say an is
That's how
a
I feel about it as well.
6 or a 7.
6 or a 7?
With 1 being the best.
Yeah,
Oh,
wait,
okay.
hold
so,
on.
Like, you're at the bottom end of the scale. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 6, which I'm going,
Yeah.
That's
So
what
you're
I'd
so
say.
you're eschewing the format of 1 to whatever it was you said. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was awful. And you're just doing 1 to 10.
No,
Yeah.
I gave it a noise as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's... Well, to me, it's a solid 9, as in, like, pretty terrible.
As in German for no thank you.
Yeah. 9.
In fact, 9's just no, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
9.
Just no.
9
danke.
danke.
Just no.
No. You're working on your German accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, work harder.
Oh!
I'm getting rid of your thing and I'm doing 1 to 10.
Right.
Like a human.
Is 10 good on your scale?
10's like, oh my gosh, like I wouldn't still be doing the podcast if it was a 10.
Right. Well, because you'd just be running around like, oh my goodness, I found the, like...
Oh my
miracle
Elixir of life.
Yeah. It's the miracle food!
Spoiler alert, listeners and viewers, the elixir of life, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Oh. Dudum. Oh, it wasn't a joke.
No,
Oh,
not a joke.
Wow.
Weird thing to badum-chish, but okay. I would give it 5 seems too harsh. 5's like neutral in it, I guess. So
Yeah.
I'll give it a 7. No, that's way too generous. I'll give it a 6.
Oh wow! So you guys are actually like up there a bit
No,
I
I
was
said
just-
6, 7 on the bad scale.
on the bad scale. Okay.
You did it.
I gave it
differently.
like basically a 1, like on the good scale.
Give it a 6. I'd eat it again. Not by
Really?
choice.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I
Do you want a
wouldn't.
second thing?
Yeah, get us the second snack.
So there's probably an easier way of presenting this, but
Right.
for the camera. Ooh, chocolate,
Okay.
chocolate, man. Or not chocolate. Oh, it's all melting on my fingers. Look. Right, take a bit.
Thank you.
Right, don't think about it. 3, 2, 1.
Wow!
Oh, it's rank.
I love.
Oh, it's so bad.
What is this that you've just fed me? What? Tastes like bananas.
Chocolate banana. Oh,
It's disgusting.
What?
oh, why aren't you reacting more to it? That was the worst thing. First of all, I'm nowhere near my microphone. Hello, fellow listeners. What I don't understand is just how willing you were. I went, eat this, don't think about it. And you went, yep. I mean, I'm absolutely going to be exploiting that. If listeners, you don't hear from Ben for a few weeks or months, I've abused that fact that he will just eat anything that I give him.
Slightly worried.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was rank.
that was a 2, maybe a 3.
Wait, one's bad?
One's bad.
One's
but
bad on this scale. That was...
I don't think that was like vomit inducing, or
No, it's just
Like-
like what a terrible flavour.
I don't think it's like 1 for me is like it's coming out of me one way or another, right?
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I think biologically all food.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is how it works.
That's.
But it's not.
But it's coming out of you quicker. Than
It's,
you
yeah,
want it to.
exactly. Yeah, it's like I've got a timetable.
You're not
and
having a choice.
I've got a
when it
timetable, and
comes
that's
out.
not
Scheduled.
Right.
that's not like screwing up my timetable.
So I would have described that as basically the flavour of like, you get those really terrible banana flavoured like soft sort of sweets.
Foamy.
Foam bananas.
Foam bananas, yeah. It's like those, but wrapped in really terrible dark chocolate.
Yeah. Do you know what? The chocolate didn't do it justice either.
No. And so that combined basically tasted like someone had wrapped a sort of really, really like gone off banana in really terrible chocolate and then left it under like a heat lamp and then said like, do you want to eat it?
Part of that, the heat lamp bit might be my fault because I didn't put it in the fridge straight away.
Right.
But shout out. Hang on. Ooh.
Were they supposed to be frozen?
I don't think
No.
so. No,
Right.
they weren't
Just
frozen in the
fridge.
shop.
Oh, right.
No, not even fridge. It was just on the chocolate counter.
Right.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the end of the treat bit.
That
I
was-
liked it.
Oh, you want to rate it?
Yeah.
Oh, forgot about that. Yeah, 3.
7.5.
7. Oh, 0.5
Really?
for
I
a
really
start.
enjoyed it.
You really liked
I
that?
did. Because, I mean, the texture threw me off because I thought it was going to be like jelly inside and it was
Oh.
spongy.
I can't think
Yeah.
of anything worse.
But
The texture was terrible for me.
I liked it. I thought the chocolate was just average enough for the flavour.
Just average enough.
So
I love when I rate my food as like just average enough.
So hang on, so you're saying that the quality of the chocolate brought you the score down?
No, I think it made the score.
Right.
It's hard
But
to
like if
explain.
it was...
cho-
I would eat it again.
I will say that the
By choice.
Okay.
by choice. Yeah.
Wow. That is surprising.
So the chocolate aspect of it brought my score up to 3, but the banana aspect, the foam banana things you were talking about.
Yeah.
Here's a useless fact for you.
Yeah.
The flavour of them, they don't taste like bananas, right?
Yeah.
Because they, like, when those sweets came out, there was a different
The shrimps.
type of banana,
Oh.
like way back in the day, like in the when are sweets made? 1600s, 1700s,
I don't know.
Victorian.
19 something probably.
18.
Right.
But it's a different banana flavour about like Banana Zero or Dr. Banana or I'm thinking of,
Goodness.
and that's what the sweets modelled off, and just no one's thought to like bananas don't taste like this anymore.
That's incredible.
Fried eggs,
Yeah.
like the chewy fried eggs,
Yeah.
Guess
the
so.
sweets, don't taste like fried eggs.
No, they don't.
Why would you
No.
make
Is
an
that
egg
because they're
flavoured
based
sweet?
off of what like old
Yeah,
eggs used to taste like?
No, they're based off of the sweets.
Right. Let's move on. So, if you've been keeping up with Encounter Online, then you'll have seen Gary's talk from this month on art, beauty, and the search for God. And so we're going to discuss what Gary had to say a little bit and ask some questions around that. So,
Yeah.
my first question to you both is, do you like art?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Yes. And what kind of art would you say is your favourite art?
I don't know much about art.
Visible.
Visible art, right, as opposed to the invisible art.
Can you see music?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what?
Oh, that's a deep question for another time.
No, I was sort of like I can get him on this. That was a thought out answer. Visible
Yeah.
art, because I knew you'd. It's like, oh, music's not art, is it? Ooh.
Ooh, right. What I'm talking about though is kind of like paintings. And
Painting art.
I like
Pictures.
sculptures. I think they're
Sculptures.
very
Ooh.
impressive, and especially when they
Okay.
do like people sculptures and they make the clothes look like they're soft. But I think that's really cool.
Like it's like flowing with the wind or something.
Yeah.
Very good.
Do you know what's underrated?
Yeah.
Architecture.
Architecture. I love good
Big fan.
architecture.
Big
Yeah.
fan. Check that building out.
Yeah.
Looks
That
great.
building's a 10.
That building's a super 10. Right, great.
So this is the serious bit, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm just interested. So Gary talks a little bit about Da Vinci, or as he calls him, Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
I don't know if that's the official name
No.
for Da Vinci.
Winky?
No.
Da Vinci.
Divinci.
And about this kind of potentially lost Da Vinci painting that was supposed to be on some ceiling or something like that.
A wall.
It's quite an interesting
wall.
story, I thought.
It was a wall.
Well, it was a wall slash. I think it was
No,
like.
it was a-
Okay, fine, it was a wall.
A wall.
It
up
was
there.
a wall that was slanted. It was definitely slanted because he was trying to dry the paint. Like,
He did say that.
yeah, so he was trying to do something like that.
Right.
Anyway,
We paid attention, Gary.
yeah. And so I was just like interested in if you're into that kind of thing, really, because it's interesting to me.
Hidden paintings.
Yeah, well, I like history of things. Like, I like the history of like, ooh, is it still there? Like the mystery of it. It's like the Da Vinci Code, but it's not.
Not
Like
the Da Vinci Code.
the Da Vinci Code.
I'm not a big fan of history. Because I did, literally, because I did history at GCSE.
Oh, okay.
I did history at GCSE. And I
And
didn't like it.
is that the GCSE I failed? That's the GCSE I failed.
There we go.
Because I realised partway through.
Some bad history there.
Basically, I realised there's no future in it, so.
Right. Oh, that was terrible.
It wasn't that terrible, or maybe it was so terrible you didn't realise.
That was just such a terrible joke, because I thought you were being legitimately honest about your terrible GCSE results.
No, all of that is true.
Oh, okay.
All of that is true. But I prefer history now that I don't have to study it, if that makes sense. Like, it's more interesting to me now. Maybe now that I'm older, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that you've got history of your own. Wow, that was terrible. My next question about Gary's talk is surrounding the questions he poses about beauty, the world, creation. So he gives us this kind of little conundrum that is, why would the world be beautiful if the only purpose of the world is for us to like exist in it and therefore like procreate? That's the question he poses. And then he reads this like little thing out by a guy who's an atheist, but he's also a bit of like a theologian or whatever, who says like a world that points to beauty and a world that essentially where people like me and you can see and perceive that beauty must point towards something that created it.
That created the beauty. Yeah.
Discuss.
Hard agree.
Why?
Felt like the right answer.
Cool.
So I think it was in RE. I think you guys call it RS or RE or
RE.
PRE or I don't know. No, that's pre. I think it's Thomas Aquinas, the guy that Gary was talking about, or one of the guys Gary was talking about. He was talking a lot about Ninja Turtles, actually, I thought.
Yeah.
But like, if you discover like a watch, the watch with all its intricacies, like you've got little bits turning to make, not arms. What do watches have? Hands move.
Yeah.
That points towards a watchmaker.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
That didn't feel like a genuine OIC, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, so what you're alluding to is that the inner workings of the watch
Yep.
mean that somebody must have made it, because it didn't just start ticking on its own.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
There you go.
maybe that's what he was getting at, actually. Yeah.
So when you apply that to like
Yeah.
the world, the universe, creation, whatever,
Mhm.
and you look at the complexity of what's happening,
Yep.
that makes you think, man, someone's got to have made that. That can't have just
Yeah.
happened by accident.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a lot of people that. So I appreciate the quote that we were initially talking about like the sort of the argument that why would we have beauty in a world if the world is here purely as a functional
Environment.
thing, entity, environment's probably a better
Yeah.
word. Like, I think there's people that don't believe in God
Yeah.
or anything sort of Jesus, like don't believe in Jesus, anything like that, that still see beauty and appreciate beauty. I think what Christians do is we see the watchmaker
Yeah.
we see past the art to the person, or well, not person, God in our case, that created the art /
Yeah.
everything that we see.
And then my question off the back of that is then does that give the thing that you find beautiful? So if you were like looking at a beautiful sunset or a lovely flower or a really cool animal or even something that someone's made, what's funny about my really cool
This is the
animal?
most 5-year-old thing I've ever. Or a really cool animal.
Really cool animal like giraffes. Like, what?
That's your go-to cool animal.
because they got massive necks. Like, they're so cool. They're like unlike any other animal.
Jess, off the top of your head, something cooler than a giraffe.
Swordfish.
I mean, I forgot about the sea. I was going to go for sharks.
Yeah, okay. But so,
Yeah.
like, all of those things, plus things that we make, like, we create as
Yep.
creatives or artists or musicians or whatever.
Yep.
Does that give it
Knitters.
more value if you know that there was something or someone who had intended that to be like that for you?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, it feels... It's like when if you had... It's hard to explain. This doesn't really make sense. If you buy a cake from a shop and then someone makes you a cake.
Oh.
You
Sorry,
prefer,
T went down the wrong way.
you prefer the handmade cake because it feels more special because it's...
Oh my
It's
word.
unique.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's such a good analogy.
That was a great analogy.
Thank you.
We are the handmade cake.
Yeah, that's the new podcast name. The handmade cake.
Me, you, we're all handmade
It's
cakes.
good because a handmade cake always looks like a handmade cake.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if you're really good at making cakes, it looks like a good handmade cake.
Yeah.
If you're how I imagine we would be at making a cake,
Yes.
it would absolutely look like a handmade cake.
Yeah. It might taste alright, but it probably would not look like a great cake.
No.
But yes.
Yeah.
But there's
Orgi-
still, like, I would still probably prefer that to, like,
To-
the shop bought.
Yeah.
Like,
Which
version.
shop?
Well, I don't know, like a supermarket.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's going to be better every single time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I really like that. That's really, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, the handmade version of something rather than, like, the alternative being that all of this happens by accident.
Yeah.
And we can see all of these beautiful colours and things, and the
Yeah.
world is kind of expressive, and we engage with the world on an emotional level because we're emotional beings rather than just functional beings.
Yeah.
And that all just happened by accident, which is in itself could be really cool. Like
Yeah.
the fact that that might have happened by accident. But it doesn't really feel like it has a lot of meaning to it.
Yeah.
No,
Because
not
it
at all.
feels lifeless. It feels like I am a cog in this kind of working machine that's alluding itself to having meaning beyond
Yeah.
itself. But if there's nothing beyond the universe and the world and
Yeah.
who we are,
Yeah.
then realistically none of it really matters. It's
No,
just
exactly.
It's just our brains kind of almost playing tricks on us to kind of make us, I don't know, survive or have a reason to live in
Yeah.
the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is sad if you think about it. The alternative is that we would be kind of like autonomous robots, like who just everybody did exactly the same thing because we didn't really have our own emotional ability to kind of decide for ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, and in some ways that's just the same thing. We would be doing the same thing. We're just putting like a facade on top of it, and
Yeah.
kind of going like, I've got my like silver robot, and I've painted eyebrows on him to make him
Yeah.
look like he has facial expressions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit like that, isn't it? And it doesn't, like, to me that feels a bit like, oh, if that's the case, like,
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
it feels a bit like, oh, well, that doesn't really have much purpose beyond me, because I like, it's fine to live for yourself, like the world, everybody in the world kind of lives for themselves. That's living, I guess. But like as Christians, I guess we know that we live for something much bigger than that, and therefore we live not just like because we need to live like
Yeah.
and survive, and we want to experience something or like buy a nice car one day or something like that. We live for God and we live for other people because we
Yeah.
know that there's value in what we add to the world, as much as what we can observe from the world.
Yeah.
Whereas the alternative, it's a bit like, well, I might as well just live for myself because
Yeah.
in the end, it's all just a machine. Like,
Yeah.
it's the Matrix.
I knew you were going to say the Matrix.
Like, and that's what Gary's talk made me think about. Was
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
like, if beauty alludes to God, what does it look like if we still can perceive beauty, but God isn't there? And is it even worth having beauty?
Yeah.
Is it worth having beauty if all we're here to do is like be like, oh well, we should populate the earth with more of us, like
Yeah.
one of us, it's just like
Where's that from?
I don't remember actually.
Some
One
piece of art, I
us.
suppose.
Yeah.
Simpsons, maybe.
So there you go.
I'm going to be vulnerable now.
Oh,
Can't wait to
So,
Vulnerability.
react. Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Jess. You're not staying.
we'll make sure we snicker under our breath.
It won't be under your breath. You've got microphones.
Oh yeah.
Which, funnily enough, is related to the story.
Oh okay.
So,
Ooh.
I play in a... That looks like I was showing off, but actually
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Trying
cool
to cool
down.
down.
I play in a wedding band.
Yeah.
So I go and play guitar at weddings with a bunch of other people in a band. That didn't need that much elaboration, but anyway.
Not really.
That was sort of. Yeah.
When I joined the band, the first thing they asked me is, can you play the guitar? It's like, yes.
Is that before or after you showed them your guitar?
Yeah, they weren't just going up to strangers like,
Oh, okay.
You?
But so they knew that you had a guitar, and then they were
they
just
knew that they
Yeah.
knew I owned a guitar. They sort of like, do you know what to do with it?
they just wanted to clarify that you
Yeah.
could actually
Yeah.
play the thing.
I use it for golf.
Yeah.
The second question they asked,
Right.
and the crux of this harrowing story is, can I sing? Okay. We don't know each other that well. That's a bit harsh.
Wow, Jess.
You've not heard me sing. I could sing. I could
that was
sing
very
incredibly.
judgmental.
Oh, I think you have. Heard
I
me
have
sing.
heard you sing. Yeah.
I can't sing. Your first judgment, although don't judge people, but Jess's
Yes.
first judgment was correct.
Okay.
And I said as much as like, I don't sing, or I can't sing, but as a result, I don't sing. Anyway, they told me when the first gig was. They were like, "That's fine. Don't worry about the singing. Like, just play guitar." Turn up to the first gig, and they've set up a microphone stand and a microphone where I'm going to be.
Ooh, boy.
Right.
And it was sort of like, "Yeah, there you go. There's your microphone."
And you were like, "Oh, thank you very much."
Basically, because it's the first time meeting these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not first time meeting these people, but first time working with these people.
Yeah. So you're still
and I
in the
wanted to-
honeymoon phase.
I wanted to get paid by the end of the night. So it's like, okay, they've... I was like, it's fine. I can play guitar and just not go anywhere near the microphone.
Did you know the lead singer by that point, or
No, not really.
did you walk in and you were like, wait, they don't think that I'm going to be the lead singer as well?
The thought did occur to me.
Oh.
The thought did occur to me. Because they'd happened to set my microphone up
Yeah.
first. It's like...
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
wow! So then you're
So
like,
yeah, it's like...
That's saying
But I was sort of like, oh, maybe I can style this out. Maybe I can play and not go near the mic, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So we start the set. We had a few sets to do, and the lead singer has got a microphone by this point. She didn't have a mic. She didn't have a microphone stand.
Good.
Hence
Ooh.
but she kept like gesturing to me in between her singing to like sing, get to the microphone and sing. I was like, don't make me. I don't wanna. I can't. But she was like insistent. So eventually it's like, okay. Like, it's just like, sing backing vocals. Like, I don't know words to songs, but
yeah, you could just go in the background like every so often.
that's what I did.
Good.
That's what I did.
Good.
Perfect.
Like
Improvise.
nondescript syllables.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Great band name.
Nondescript syllables.
Getting that on the
Add
replay.
that one to the list.
Oh, that's the treasure trove.
Yeah.
So, like, we got to the end of the gig. I was expecting a sort of, what the frick was that? What noises were you making? But everybody in the band was just like, good job, great. Anyway,
Nice.
Was it at this point that you questioned whether or not they could actually
I thought maybe they've not turned me up
tell
in
tell what good music sounded like, and they were just faking it?
that feels a bit harsh on
Yeah.
all of them, including me, I guess.
Yeah.
Say hi to you.
Yeah, just sort of like, oh, like if they think I did a good job, they must be deluded.
Yeah.
Okay, harsh, I would say. No, what I thought was they hadn't turned me up properly in a mix. They sort of like, oh, okay, they heard me say I can't sing. They've took that to mean I can't sing very well, or I'm lacking confidence. So
Yeah.
they've sort it all up and
They're
just
like,
plugged
oh,
it up.
well,
Yeah, okay.
we'll give the guy a break.
Not the case.
Right.
So you can't see it in here, but obviously the microphones get plugged in with a cable.
Because that's how they
Yeah.
work.
So you plug it into that, and then on the other side you plug it into a sound desk, which goes to all the speakers and whatnot. They plugged it in this side and deliberately didn't plug it in the other side.
Ooh.
Oh. So they'd asked you to... Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually worse than if they'd just
Yeah.
not turned you up.
Yeah.
It's like, so they'd intentionally given you a microphone and said, you're singing,
Yeah.
and then gone, yeah, but we all know he sucks, so we're just not even going to plug him in.
Yep.
Like,
Now for the
and strung you along for the whole gig while you were sat there going, bappy-doo-up,
yeah.
for the whole
Wow.
thing.
That's
Wow.
bad.
Yeah.
So
I
you-
mean,
that's a literal waste of breath.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and because me being who I am, didn't question it. Did think it was odd.
Yeah.
Did up here thought it was odd. Like, why do they make it such a big deal of me singing if they know they've not plugged me in?
Yeah.
But did the same thing for a few gigs. Like,
So they kept doing it to you.
yeah.
So they kept giving you the mic, and you would just appease them by going like,
Yep.
So you were just like, oh, thank you so much. What an opportunity.
Yeah. Exactly.
I feel like I'm really progressing as a singer.
And like hoping that they've not forgotten that they've not plugged me in, and like the singer's going to be like, Tom, do you want to say a few words? And nothing come out.
Yeah,
Like you can
right.
hear it vaguely through a microphone. I don't know.
Or you get your solo moment,
Yeah.
you properly go for it, and they go like, wow, Tom's a belter. Like, what a voice. And then you get discovered, and Simon Cowell's there, and like, he brings his Irish friend, whatever the guy was called.
Not Paddy.
Louis Walsh.
That guy.
Louis Walsh.
Yep. Like Tom Jones turns up for some reason, and you're just like, oh yeah, I never expected this when I joined this wedding band, but like, yeah, I'm now the best singer in the world.
Not under Simon Cowell.
Not in the Simon Cowell. I'm curious as to why you went Tom Jones. Because you were going on an Irish thing, and then I think you've forgotten where Tom Jones has come from.
No, I was
Yeah.
just going on a like TV personality who seems to be involved in that kind of thing. TV
Tom Jones?
personality. Yeah,
On
he
The
did like The
Voice.
Voice, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was like, hello, I'm Tom Jones.
Where's he from again?
That wasn't remotely Welsh.
He's from Wales.
Oh, the Wales. You think
Wales.
that's doing the heavy lifting, is
Wales.
it? Anyway, so did a few more gigs, and then eventually
Yeah.
I had to ask, like,
Yeah.
why do you keep asking me to sing when it's not plugged in? I did ask the
How
question.
awkward was that
Wait,
conversation?
how long did you wait until
Yeah,
you
how many
asked?
gigs?
I would say double figures.
That.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I would have left it by that point.
Yeah.
yeah,
Why, don't bring it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done a lot more gigs since then. Obviously, I'm still with them. But
Quick question.
but there was also-
interjection.
yeah,
At any point, though, like, because you'd obviously discovered this quite early on.
Yep.
At any point in that, like, 10 weeks or so, or 10 gigs or whatever, of knowing that you're not actually plugged in, did you, like, feel like you should properly punk them and be like, go up to the lead singer and just be like, guys, I've really been practicing. I can't thank you enough for letting me sing backing vocals. It's a lifelong dream. And like, and just be like, and I just really wanted to give it a go tonight. So, you know, thanks. Like, and just properly nail the coffin. Like,
no,
oh, why not? Like,
because I'm a
Boring.
professional.
oh yeah.
Don't like,
but,
I just won't. But I did ask the question. I mean, asking the question was difficult.
Yeah,
You think about it and we're going, you guys know that you set up a microphone and don't plug me in.
yeah.
Immediately sounds like, plug me in, I want to sing.
Plug me in. I've been practicing that
So I had to like,
backing vocal.
I had to probably like properly like, so guys, it's not an issue. And actually I like it the way it is, but you keep setting a microphone up for me and during the gig you keep telling me, yeah, go sing. But
I can imagine
all
you
know.
being as timid as that as
Yeah.
well. Like, just
Yeah.
being too nice about
Doing
it.
it over text. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, it's over.
While doing it in the same room. Just like, I can see the singer over there. It's like, I'll just text her.
I think we need to break up. It's not you, it's me.
Do you know what they said though? They said the reason that they set it up was because aesthetically it looks good because everyone else in the band
Oh.
sings, and so they thought it's weird if Tom doesn't sing.
Right.
That is a fair point, actually.
Now the other like sort of side thing of this now
Yeah.
is that I've now gotten very confident at like lip syncing.
Like miming fake backing vocals.
Everyone else in the band is singing. Everyone else in the band, male voice.
Yeah.
So mine just sort of like would blend in with that anyway.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Some of them have just got some of them have got backing tracks on them. We've got a backing track to Uptown Funk,
Yeah.
and I'm because the singer's female, she doesn't sing the main verse bit.
Yeah.
So it's literally just me.
Pretending to sing.
This is the ice cold mixture.
Do you do the little do boop boop?
No,
again?
don't do that. That's beneath me.
Do you do the
Oh,
Uptown
Girls-
Funk You Up?
No, I don't.
Uptown Funk You Up. Do you do that bit as well?
Yeah, I do that bit.
Oh, of course he does.
Oh.
Look at him, and it's all fake.
Yeah.
The whole thing is
Oh.
fake.
No one's gonna hire you now.
Do you know
my
what's? Do you know?
goodness.
And then the female singer does the girls hit your hallelujah, and I go up and go. But no one can hear it. But is on the track. So girls hit your hallelujah. Girls hit your hallelujah. Girls hit your hallelujah. And then the other lyrics.
And you're just opening and closing your mouth.
Yeah,
Like a puppet.
I get close enough to the mic. I won't do it now because it's going to ruin the audio quality.
Yeah.
Maybe I will do it now. I'll get like this close and then just. Because then if it's obscure in my mouth, people don't know.
They can't tell you.
This was probably quite loud for you, wasn't it, dear
Wow.
listener?
That's an incredible story. And
Is it?
yeah,
Cool story, bro.
cool story, bro.
That's taken the wind out of it a little bit. I forgot that we called it that.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us for the Encounter podcast. We hope you enjoyed it.
Stay
If you-
cool.
If you did, please leave us a comment in the comment section if you're watching on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram,
Yes.
Facebook,
Yes.
Twitch.
Yeah.
You can join our Discord community
You can.
and one other one. YouTube. Subscribe, obviously. Duh. And like this video. We'll see you.
Also, it's a podcast, so keep listening.
Keep listening. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.